I have beetles all over my figs. I'm not talking one or two, I'm talking dozens. If you have beetles on your figs, you might be a little bit grossed out like I was and wondering what to do. Fear not. I'll tell you what they are, the damage they can cause, and what to do about them. Let's start with introductions. Faewood friend, this is the fig eater beetle. Fig eater beetle, this is my Faewood friend. Fig eater beetles are a member of the scarab beetle family and are often mistaken for green June beetles or Japanese beetles. They're usually about an inch long and very bright green, especially underneath and on their legs. It's native to the American Southwest, like here in Texas, and really loves moist, ripe fruits, like figs. If you see so many of these beetles all over your figs or possibly other fruits, you might be tempted to take drastic action to eliminate them at all costs. When I reached out to a Facebook group to ask other gardeners what they would do, I was amazed at the number of fear-induced suggestions, including very harsh chemicals to eliminate the beetles, or even removing the tree itself. Some gardeners exaggerated the impact that these beetles can have, including destroying the tree before it moves on to its next victim. I encourage you to double check any advice that you get. Luckily, the fig eater beetle is hardly a pest. You should actually feel bad for them. They have very weak mouths and they can only eat the softest of fruits. That's why we usually find them crowded on overripe figs, which get very, very soft as they reach peak maturity. They're also quite dumb, like bumblebees, and fly into everything like walls and trees and probably worst of all, people. But don't worry, they won't bite. Remember, weak mouths. Probably the most destructive the beetle would ever be is if it lands in your hair and you freak out, taking out everybody in your path as you try to run away from that creepy crawly feeling in your head. The fig eater beetle will do exactly as its name implies. It will eat your figs. It won't touch your leaves or your branches. It's neither interested nor capable of eating them with its weak mouth parts. But if you find yourself surrounded by these little green goblins, they could potentially eat so many figs that you won't get any for yourself. If that happens, you have two options to protect your figs. The gentle approach is to pick your figs before they ripen. Check out this video to find out how to tell if your figs are ripening. If you pick your figs at the right time, these fig eater beetles won't even be interested in your unripe figs, and they can continue ripening on the counter. The other option is to pluck them off and drop them into a container of soapy water. The soap will prevent them from escaping the water, and the water, of course, will drown them. As for me, I'm going to do nothing. I usually only see the beetles on a few very overripe figs, and my family gets plenty of figs this season. In fact, I think this late in the season, the kids are actually getting pretty tired of them. Plus, the fig eater and its larvae are actually beneficial. They eat decomposing organic matter, like my nearby compost heap, and I welcome them to my garden. I hope you've learned something today about your friendly neighborhood fig eater beetle. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time on Faewood Acres.